While you watch the archived recording of the modeling I performed this Friday past, let us go into a little history of the game that this avatar's costume is based off. A small history of A Hat in Time. But before that, I would like to thank my patrons, Curious Cryptogenic, Even Fangle, Flying Bear, Jinrai, Kaikotsu, Soul Flayer, and your pal Jinx. Thank you for supporting what I do. I love you all. Now, back to the history. On May 30th of the year 2013, a project with big ambitions was launched on the crowdfunding platform known as Kickstarter. This wonderful project, an amazingly cute idea, was known as A Hat in Time. The project's starting goal was a modest $30,000. This goal was reached and exceeded within a single day, then doubled in 2 days. Seeing the wild popularity of the project, the creators began adding stretch goals, of which all were reached. Within a month of placing this project on Kickstarter, the pledging had ended, successfully raising a total of $296,360, with 9,169 backers. In a single month, with the great input from the creators, the studio known as Gears of Breakfast, the project was funded with 10 times the initial requirement. After reaching and decimating their funding goals, the development team kept in touch with the backers of this project. Information and updates of the game's progress were provided once or twice a month. The game was even greenlit on Steam during this period. This trend continued until the alpha release that was slated to drop on the 20th of February, 2014. After the alpha hit the backers, continual development and updating continued to be put into the game, and by March of the following year, the beta of the game was released. Now with more content and newer updates, and as before, more support and content was continually added throughout the year. In July of 2016, a post was released from the developers, showing sneak peeks and work that has been completed for the game, and a slated release date of 2017 for the completed game. Development continued and progress was being made, and the promises were all being fulfilled. The game, a successful project on Kickstarter, released to PC in October of 2017 and Xbox One and PS4 in December of the same year. This game was then available worldwide on all 3 platforms for the enjoyment of everyone. But the story did not stop there, as the developers are still continually working on bettering and improving the game. This is evident with the recent release of the modding update, which allows players to bring their creativity into Hatkid's wonderful world. The last contact from the developers on this Kickstarter project, as of this recording, is June the 2nd of 2018, sharing the winners of the modding competition that was run in tandem with the modding update. But enough about the origins and Kickstarter campaign. What about the game itself? A Hat in Time is a wonderful throwback to old-school collectathon puzzle platformers. In the words of the creators specifically, A Hat in Time is a 3D collectathon platformer in the spirit of the beloved Nintendo and Rare games from the Nintendo 64 era. Think Banjo-Kazooie, The Legend of Zelda, and Super Mario 64 all in one. As a child of that era, having played through those games, and many like them, and having a general nostalgic love for such simple and straightforward wholesome game mechanics and designs, I can attest to the validity of these claims. The game does engender a true feeling of happiness, making me feel as though I was back in my youth, sitting in front of the family television, roaming the vast digital chapters of the Mushroom Kingdom, or frolicking in the colorful fields as a no-good squirrel. The plot of the game is rather simple and sweet, letting you enjoy yourself without having to worry about large time investment or heavy RPG management. To summarize, A Hat in Time follows our cute heroine, Hat Kid, a bubbly and colorful troublemaker who just seems to want to have a good time. Oh, she's also an alien. Whilst traveling in her spaceship, she passes a strange planet, and a member of that planet's mafia comes to collect a toll for their government. When our cute heroine refuses to pay the toll, the mafia man violently rips the spaceship door off, causing Hat Kid and all of her timepieces, hourglasses that are used as fuel, to spread far and wide on the planet below. Hatkid lands in Mafia Town and is introduced to many characters, some friends, some enemies, other frenemies, in her journey to recover these lost timepieces, among whom counts Mustache Girl, who is a local nuisance to the Mafia and has a zealous hatred for bad guys, the Conductor and DJ Grooves, two directors who are competing with each other for the coveted Bird Movie Award, a dark malevolent spirit known as the Snatcher, who steals souls and offers contracts of indentured servitude for their return, and a strange group of mountain folk who live a rather nomadic and peaceful life, for the most part. Hatkid must venture to all parts of the world to find her lost timepieces so that she can continue her journey in her spaceship. Along the way, the friends she makes and the adventures she undergoes are a wonderful and utterly enjoyable experience. My favorite part of the game? Let's see. Yes, it would have to be, I think it's meant to be the third chapter, but I believe I did it second, where you participate in the movies that are being created by the Conductor and DJ Grooves, putting the two together as the star of their movies. I particularly love the hammy nature of the DJ Grooves movies, and the old western vibe of the Conductor's movies. If I had to choose a favorite between the two, I don't think I'd change my decision that I'd made during my playthrough. 100% the Conductor every time, because there is no pecking way you can stop me saying peck in a movie. Whoever the voice actors were for this game did an amazing job, as I can still hear the Conductor blowing his top over the nonsensical things happening all around him. I'm grinning like a fool just thinking of those scenes. Oh, and the crows, oh gods, so perfectly utilized in the game. I was really not expecting that level of humor from mere social engineering. They hit the nail right on the head, and deserve props for creating memorable characters that are still with me weeks after I have finished the game in its entirety. Truly a masterpiece of its time. If you get the chance, please give this game a go. It is well worth your time. Hopefully you will fall in love with this game as much as I did whilst navigating Hatkid through her perilous endeavours, and you will also spread the love of this game far and wide. I would like to take this moment to give a special thanks to a long-time follower, long-time subscriber, long-time viewer, and patron, Soulflayer, for suggesting this game to me. Truly, it is a masterpiece that I am happy I had the chance to grab and play, all because of you, friend. Thank you, Soulflayer, and thank you to you who are watching this video right now. As with my previous model creation, this one too is available over on my Patreon. If you wish to use her as a VR chat avatar, the Unity package is already ready to go. The link to the Patreon post containing the download is in the description of this video. I hope you are having a wonderful morning, evening, or night, no matter where you are. Thank you again for watching this video, and farewell for now.